left minus for the car, Chris. 4 right.
Round 8 of the 2012 Intercontinental Rally Challenge, and we're at the start of a 4-rally swing through Eastern Europe. We're in Romania, to be specific, in Transylvania. And this 8th round of the championship is the Sibiu Rally. It's classified as a tarmac event, as a gravel event rather, although there is tarmac mixtured in as well, and one stage combines loose and sealed surfaces. Well, the city itself is situated 282 kilometres northwest of the capital of Romania, Bucharest, and between 1692 and 1791, for 99 years, it was the Transylvanian capital. 150,000 full-time residents, boosted by 25,000 students, make it one of the most important cities in Transylvania. And they are currently enjoying a proper European summer, which means hot temperatures and lots of fans out and about to watch the rally. Well, day one got underway with a parade in the centre of Sibiu. This was the evening before the start. Service park located in the town, and huge crowds turning out to cheer on the drivers. Rallying very popular in Romania. They have their own national championship with drivers like François Delacour taking part. And not only were the city squares crowded, but so too would be the special stages. Anders Mikkelsen was fastest on all 7 stages on day one of the rally. Running first on the road is often a disadvantage. There's always loose gravel on the surface, which makes it more slippery, harder to find traction. In this case, that was definitely so. However, the Scandinavian driver pushed on hard, and he had no problems with visibility. As you can see from his progress here on the dry and rocky stages, he was the one who was kicking up, not eating the dust. Cars running at 2-minute intervals, and German youngster Sepp Wiegand had his first setback on stage 2, the longest of the rally, picking up a left rear puncture. Then on the second run through the longest stage, Wiegand had to slow down because of dust hanging in the air from Anders Mikkelsen's progress. The cars at 2-minute intervals, and that was definitely not enough in the still afternoon for the dust to settle down amongst the trees. Nevertheless, he was second after day one, chased by François Delacour. He had to pass 2 drivers on stage 2. The first, the stricken Peugeot of Mathieu Azeno, and then he had to rattle by the Fiesta of Patrick Flodin, who had a punctured tyre. He too had problems in the dust on stage 4 in the afternoon, losing plenty of time. But he lay third after day one, despite the awful visibility, 24.7 seconds behind Wiegand. Catching the young German would be his day 2 target. Gregory Szabo of Hungary in his Skoda, making his debut in the Super 2000 car, a surprise second after 2 stages, but he lost that on stage 4 with a puncture, dropping to 4th spot. Thousands of fans flocked to the nighttime stages 6 and 7. Great atmosphere. Romanians are definitely mad for their rallying.
Rally Romania.
It's a delight for the drivers to see such enthusiasm on the nighttime stages. Very reminiscent of the famous Monte Carlo rally Col de Torini.
Links 3 plus. 80. Rechts 4 plus go. Okay.
In the night stages now, the amount of fans and spectators was astonishing. It was just like Col de Torini, or with all the bonfires and barbecues. You can smell the barbecue even in the car, so really nice.
Well, most of the drivers will never experience this kind of crowd fever on rally stages before, and especially at night, lining the roads for almost the entire route.
Höger 5, halvlång håll ut, nyper sent, kort 4 minus, vänster 5, 60.
You can feel the passion from the spectators and everything. So it's really nice. I never saw so much people on the IRC run. Really nice.
Anders Mikkelsen, the overnight leader, 2 minutes 44 ahead of Seb Wiegand. Francois Delacour chasing down the German Gregory Szabo, the surprise fourth-place man, ahead of Romania's production car driver Porkisteniu. Patrick Flodin, a disappointing 6th after his problems. Into day 2 and the second longest stage on the rally at 28.5 kilometres. We're starting at 11 in the morning, sun already high in the sky, and the temperature too. And once more, the descriptive word is rough. Drivers who are World Rally Championship regulars from the past saying that even Cyprus and the Acropolis don't hold a candle to the Romanian stages in terms of just how damaging they could be. Well, Anders Mikkelsen with a healthy lead going into day 2, knowing he didn't have to push to the maximum, and of course he would have the benefit of visibility. Seb Wiegand, with Mikkelsen cruising a little on the first stage, went fastest, holding strong second place in the overall running, but still very much aware that punctures that plagued a lot of the drivers early in day 1 could be a factor here. Stunning scenery on these mountain forest stages. For all the drivers, though, it's passing in a bit of a blur. Francois Delacour had one target, and that was to move further up the podium on day 2. However, it didn't get off to a good start. The left front damper was broken early in the stage, and he had to limp to the end with a badly handling Peugeot, also chronically affecting front-end traction. He lost almost 40 seconds to Seb Wiegand, and now his 3rd place, instead of being something he wants to move up from, is something he's trying to cling on to. Gregory Szabo in the Skoda Fabia. Well, he was the challenge from 4th place overnight, but things didn't go well for him either. He lost a right rear wheel, had to crawl to the end of the stage, and then he was forced into retirement. He simply couldn't make it through the road section on 3 wheels alone. 4th after day 1 on his debut in the Super 2000 Skoda. He was out at the end of the first stage of day 2. Well, that left the chance for Patrick Flodin to move up the order. Peter Solberg Engineering run Fiesta, finally having a setup that he liked. Second fastest through the stage, just 2.7 seconds behind Seb Wiegand in the Skoda, climbing from 6th up to 4th place after the retirement of Gregory Szabo. Well, the top Romanian then, who had been in 5th, Valentin Porkisteniu, taking no chances with his R4 Mitsubishi Lancer. The stage too rough to be flamboyant, he thought. Still 5th in the overall standings, now behind Patrick Flodin, and leading the Production Cup. His rival in the Evo 10 Group N Mitsubishi was Vitaly Pushkar. The Ukrainian, though, had a horrible time on the stage. Double punctures on the left and right rear. That's why it looks like a speedboat up on the plane, only without the speed. He dropped from 7th to 9th overall and lost 2nd place in the Production Cup as a result. What a horror. Harry Hunt from Great Britain going strongly in his Citroën DS3 R3. No, it's not a throwback from Star Wars. Leading the point standings in the 2-wheel drive cup and leading the class in Sibiu with 10th overall. Robert Consani, the Frenchman, in his Renault Clio R3, is the man giving chase. Second in two-wheel drive, 1 minute and 10 behind, and in 11th position overall. The gap too small for Hunt to be able to relax, particularly on stages like these. So after stage 8 then, Anders Mikkelsen leading by 2 minutes 33. Francois Delacour still in third, but coming under pressure from Patrick Flodin. And further back, Harry Hunt in the top 10 in his two-wheel drive Citroën. Well, stay with us for more action from day 2 here on Sibiu Rally Romania. Welcome back to the final day of Sibiu Rally Romania as we head into stage 9, another roughy-tufty stage. Temperatures well over 35 degrees and 20.7 kilometers. Santa Max, the only stage that mingles gravel with tarmac. And as you can see from the terrain, lots of mountainous hillsides surrounded in forest. For Anders Mikkelsen, having missed out on the first of the day, he's back to his winning ways. It is stage win number 8 from 9 stages for him. Trying to avoid punctures and other damage, but as on day 1, you'd be hard-pressed to know it from his press-on flamboyant sideways style. Francois Delacour, with no service in between the stages, having to press on with that broken front damper. He had to really nurse his Peugeot through. That is not Francois Delacour at his best. That is Francois Delacour carrying the car in his hands for fear of dropping it. He lost more than 3 minutes and dropped from 3rd place to 4th. Patrick Flodin enjoying the car on day 2 here in Romania, keeping up a good but safe pace, avoiding damage now that he knows there's a chance of a podium finish in the offing after what was a dispiriting start to the rally. Second fastest through the test, just 1.5 seconds behind Anders Mikkelsen over the 20-odd kilometers to take 3rd place. And Valentin Pokistanu in his Mitsubishi Lancer R4 punctured 3 kilometers into the stage, damaged the steering and lost more than 8 minutes. And that dropped him from 5th to 10th place in the overall standings. He also lost the lead in the production class, dropping from 1st to 3rd as Vitaly Pushkar now led the production club. And as for Marco Tempestini, another victim of the rough stages, picked up a puncture 8 kilometers out on that right front, losing more than 3 minutes, and he would retire before the start of stage 10 with a broken clutch as a result of the stresses and strains. So a little change to the leaderboard then. Anders Mikkelsen leading from Sepp Wiegand. Patrick Flodin now up to 3rd, having been 5th overnight. Francois Delacour down to 4th. Vitaly Pushkar up to 5th. And Harry Hunt, 8th place overall now, with his closest two-wheel drive rival, Robert Consani, right behind him. Into service, the regroup after the first 2 stages, 45 minutes. Delacour came back in with a broken right front shock. Time for the team to fix it. But it's going to be a tough job for the Frenchman to make it back up into a podium finishing position.
In any case, I think it's just impossible to catch Flodin because he's going fast, and I lost 3 minutes, and which is now about I am about 1 minute behind him, which is impossible.
From stage 2 up until this stage, Flodin climbed the leaderboard from 45th to 3rd position. He's now 2 minutes 48 behind Sepp Wiegand in 2nd.
Now we have some better things, and it's works very well. And okay, we are not pushing like hell, but we will try, and we can see what's happening in the afternoon.
Well, his day 1 problems seem a long way behind him. Meanwhile, team boss Peter Solberg is just about to win another kind of rally. Take the competitor out of the car, but not out of the man. So for the second run through the longest stage of the day, Anders Mikkelsen 7.5 seconds faster than the morning when he was only third quickest, but still cruising at a fast pace. He has the rally to lose, and he doesn't intend to do any such thing. The Norwegian fast, flamboyant, but comfortable and confident. Teammate Seb Wiegand really starting to gel with his car through this rally, but this is to be a tough break for him. Big drama with a broken rear shocker. He'd have to stop and work on the car close to the end of the stage, but the rally would be over. Second place man out. For Seb Wiegand and Timo Gottschalk, nothing for it but to try and wait for a lift back home. Patrick Flodin went through with the fastest time in his Ford Fiesta Super 2000, his first stage win on the IRC. 7.8 seconds faster than Mikkelsen. Clearly now really enjoying the car after a heartbreaking first few stages. Wiegand's retirement means Flodin is up to second place and Delacour's back on the podium in third spot. The Swede's body language really shows he's enjoying himself. Harry Hunt, the two-wheel drive leader, also strikes disaster on this stage. Look at the right rear corner, collapsed, broken right rear damper. And this is likely to cost him the two-wheel drive lead. Robert Consani finishing the stage just 2.9 seconds behind Hunt with 2 stages to go. So Anders Mikkelsen now ahead of Patrick Flodin, who after 2 stages of this rally was down in the low 30s. Now second place ahead of Francois Delacour. Production class leader Vitali Pushkar is 4th. Harry Hunt and Robert Consani battling over 6th and the two-wheel drive win. So 2 stages to go here in Romania. Join us for the denouement of the Sibiu Rally Romania right after this. Final day of Rally Romania and the final 2 stages. And the start of the last proper stage delayed by 48 minutes after a forest fire close to the stage itself. Not a major drama, fortunately. Anders Mikkelsen then taking stage win number 10. Missed out on only 1 in the rally so far. And that might be the one that, well, definitely is the one at least that is going to mean he won't have a perfect winning record through the event. But his second IRC victory of the season is definitely within sight.
It's 1 stage to go now. I'm so sorry for Sepp. We were talking before the previous stage and we agreed that both take it easy, but even I took it easy and I had the puncture, so it's so easy to have something happen with the car, and I feel so sorry for him.
Well, big scare for Patrick Flodin, the man in second place. He had problems with his drive shaft and power steering. Still second overall through the stage. 5 minutes 33 now behind Mikkelsen, though. And you can hear from on board just how rough those gravel sections are.
It's amazing to start the rally on that way and to finish on this. It's very good. Okay, we have to wait for the next stage, then we can celebrate.
Chickens not being counted in a phlegmatic Swedish way there. For Francois Delacour, though, it seems they've all flown the coop. Another disaster for Delacour's dampers. Broken, another one on the stage, losing almost 2.5 minutes. Still in third, but almost 12 minutes behind leader Mikkelsen. What started out with high hopes has turned out to be a disappointing day.
This time is left, before it was right. But both stage broken at the beginning of the stage before.
Andreas Mikkelsen leading then by 5.5 minutes over Patrick Flodin, and Francois Delacour, at least he's 2 minutes ahead of Vitaly Pushkar in 4th position. Harry Hunt in 8th place in a very tight battle for the two-wheel drive lead. So service in Sibiu for the final time, and Romania's Prime Minister Victor Ponta visiting the service park. He, like many of his compatriots, is a passionate rally fan, as he's also a co-driver.
Sibiu is one of the most beautiful and the wonderful places in Romania, and I'm very pleased that all the foreign pilots and co-drivers have felt well here. I'm very happy. I'm not only a Romanian happy, I'm also a big fan of rally, and I'm just looking to all the drivers, and I hope that all of them will finish very well this event. I also promise that I'll do my best from my part to have everybody back on 2013.
Well, a rally co-driver as Prime Minister is certainly going to help push the rally's point of view. In the Production Cup, Vitaly Pushkar, having taken the lead 3 stages out, ends up with his first win in a production class, 4th overall. It's a phenomenal result for the Ukrainian driver. He finishes 50 seconds ahead of leading Romania driver Edwin Coletti, driving the same style Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10. He won 4 stages in the production class. He now moves up to 4th in the standings, and Andreas Eigner, who started the rally with such bad luck, has a 2-point lead. It's getting closer. In the two-wheel drive cup, Robert Consani in his Renault Clio R3 took the lead after Harry Hunt's mechanical issues on stage 11. He won 4 stages in the two-wheel drive class. He's 6th overall, his best IRC finish. Harry Hunt finishing in 2nd place in the two-wheel drive category in his Citroën. And look how they are struggling, the two-wheel drive cars, with the deep ruts on some parts of the stage. So Harry Hunt still the points leader, 26 ahead of Robert Consani. It's all still to play for. Renault with the advantage over Honda. Heading then into stage 12, the final one of the rally. It's a rerun of the previous day's Super Special. And Francois Delacour using a mix-and-match selection of elderly parts. We're talking dampers here, going through 3rd overall. Important points for his Romanian Championship challenge.
Podium, you know, since a long time. And I hope to continue, maybe to make some more IRC rally.
Now, who does not want to see Delacour back? Patrick Flodin, 2nd place after a disastrous start to the rally. An unbelievable 2nd day.
Now we show what we can do, and we had a little bit of bad luck in the beginning, and we're fighting with the dust, so let's move on for the next rally and just keep going.
Andreas Mikkelsen fastest on the final stage, 10 stage wins from 12 starts. He claims victory by 5.5 minutes over Flodin, his 2nd IRC victory of the year.
For this, we've been so close now. All the last rounds, a lot of 2nd places, but I must say it's finally so nice to be back on the top step of the podium.
So Andreas Mikkelsen, Olaflona, winning here in Romania from Patrick Flodin, with Francois Delacour in 3rd, Vitaly Pushkar winning the production class, and Robert Consani 6th position, taking the two-wheel drive victory with Harry Hunt in 8th spot. Well, it's his 2nd win of the year, his 4th overall in IRC competition. Checkered flags waving at Skoda UK as they greet Andreas Mikkelsen, the rally winner.
PC. Yeah. We won with a good margin, but I will say that this event was really tough for the concentration for the car. It was so rough, so for us it was all about keeping the car out of every stone, every rock, especially when we got a big gap. So it's been a long day.
A long day, a rough day. It was expected that with the rough stages and the high temperatures it would be tough on man and machine, and so it proved. Anders Mikkelsen came through it all but unscathed and leads the championship handsomely over Skoda rivals Jan Capecci and the rest of them. Skoda similarly handsomely leading the overall manufacturer standings after the Sibiu rally. And the Colin McRae flat-out trophy award, well, fittingly enough, 45th position after stage 2, coming back through the field to finish in second place with a flamboyant day 2. That sounds flat out enough to me. A strong performance with no testing before the rally as well for Peter Solberg Engineering's Patrick Flodin, and he is the man who receives the trophy from Jean-Pierre Nicolas. Well, Anders Mikkelsen is the first winner of the IRC Sibiu Rally Romania. A tough event, but one that was enjoyed by the crews as much as by the fans, and there were plenty of them. Next time out, the Barum Rally in the Czech Republic at the beginning of September. You can find all the news and views you like on the IRC Series website. Until then, until we meet again in Romania, it's goodbye for now.